Hey everyone, and welcome to another episode of Breadback Podcast with I'm Remi Ray.
And I'm White Yardie.
Yeah, baby. And we've got a super exciting episode. After last week's one, which was uber serious and very important, we decided to switch it up a little bit. And I brought in a black woman who uses a dating app.
Oh my God. Set up.
Yes. Disclaimer, she's my good friend, so I know probably a little bit more. She's probably going to kick me under the table when things get a bit too left. But she's going to give us the tea. You're going to give us the tea.
I will.
Ask questions.
Listen.
We need answers.
Let me just. Okay.
Yeah.
So let's, all right, before we get all in your business, give us a little about who you are, where you come from.
Okay.
Are you set?
Okay. So I'm Carib Breese. Jamaican background. Born and raised in the UK, but spent most of my life living in Jamaica. Returned to the UK in 2014, where I discovered dating apps. But outside of that, I'm a digital marketer by day and dating serialist by night.
Yo,
At least you're honest. That's what we want.
like it's some superpower.
But in all seriousness, I do digital marketing, but I have a lot of experience using dating apps, so that's why I'm here.
Why did we decide to get her in again? Why were we so curious about her business?
No, because I obviously like I've been in a 15-year relationship of 15. Cause I get it wrong.
I think it's wrong. I
get it wrong.
Right.
No, I get it wrong on the first episode.
She got
and
you.
she correct me and she said no, it's 15 hours. So I have to make sure I get it right. You know what I mean?
Minus 1 point.
You know, you get things wrong, I'll be like, no. You women.
Blame it on the dyslexia.
Like I say, no woman, don't forget anything. But so obviously I've been in a relationship a long time. This is way before social media, way before any type of ideas about dating apps. I don't know what they had back then. What was it like? What, Black Chat or something like that?
Black Chat? Well, you on Black Chat? Why you was on Black Chat?
I wasn't, but I knew about it. You know what I mean?
They didn't ask about ethnicity because I probably wouldn't have been allowed.
Listen,
everybody's supposed to be there on him something.
Black Chat.
Little.
Plenty of Fish, do you remember?
No,
That's still around.
Plenty of Fish.
That must be new.
No, that's old, man. That was in like school then.
Is it?
Yeah, man.
Plenty of Fish.
Plenty of Fish. I'm sure it was Plenty of Fish, yeah. And Face Pick. I wish my friend, my friend knows about all of this. She was spending half of her IT lessons chatting to man.
Oh my gosh.
I don't know anything about it, but that's what I'm saying. So we had these no, I know about them, no. But we were having, obviously, I'm in a relationship, Remi's in a relationship as well. And I've never used that dating app before.
Yeah.
And Remi, you haven't either, have you? I don't know. Like, I mean, if you ask, I don't know. I'm asking.
To be honest, people are in the DMs. As in, like, so I think that's a dating app in itself.
It's not.
Isn't it?
It's a socializing app.
No.
Social media socializing.
That's different.
Different.
Yeah.
No, dating apps, yeah, like I don't get
like Hinge and stuff like that.
But they have plenty of Fish. Them have Tinder. Them have.
So why you know all about all of these apps and you ain't on them?
I'm
Why
not
you
there
listen
for
to
them.
all the
For
names?
research purposes, okay?
Me know about the names because we're having this guest coming today.
Research.
And also there's people out there that use these and they're popular because you hear them. I actually know a person, and I'm not going to say name anything. I actually know a person who met somebody on Tinder and they're married.
Yeah, it definitely does happen.
You get me? But for me, it's just, why?
What?
Like, why?
The seriousness of that why is like, can you tell me?
So wait a minute. What's your qualms with the apps?
Yeah.
There's no qualms, but I'm just like, it's because some of these apps are being used. They're not using it as such as for dating. They're more using as there's people that just using it as hookup, like casual sex.
Yeah, but how is that different from when you used to go to the club? Some people would meet people and talk to them on a one-night stand basis.
Yes.
And some people would find your husband or your wife in a club.
Yeah.
So what's the difference?
Also, ask him where did he find his
digital.
Ask him where did he find his woman?
Where did you find your woman?
She was actually driving and she stopped at a shop. She was with her cousin who you are good friends with, right? She was with her, she can ask her cousin to, and I approached her daylight, broad daylight, and went up to her and spoke to her, and I gave her my number because man not deal with rejection.
That's why you ain't on the dating apps anyway.
so I'm not trying to get rejected. So I'm like, here's the number. You get me? Like, if you feel like you want to call, you call.
How did you feel when you was approaching her though? Because obviously in the club it's dark. In it. Sorry, I know it's not about you, but it's dark in it, but also you have more confidence in the dark.
Not really.
People have sex in the dark because you know
that's one whole different story.
Listen, but more people are confident in a rave than they would be in broad daylight.
I don't think so.
But I don't think it's because of the darkness. I think that's because of the influence of alcohol.
Alcohol.
I go to raves. I don't drink.
No, so how would you explain?
So you think everyone in the club
but
is
how
drunk?
would you explain people confident enough to approach somebody in a day rave?
Yeah, day rave.
Like,
yeah.
Or in a breakfast rave.
It's because of alcohol. By the way, this is new things. Breakfast rave.
No, alcohol does play a bigger part in when who you approach. Because you could approach somebody and then after the alcohol wear off, you're like, wait.
But why did you think she would reject you in the daylight? How many women have you given your number to?
No. Actually, I don't do that. That's actually, it just, me, personally, me and her spoke, and this is a story one day I'm going to put out how it actually went, because it's very interesting. And me, I just speak to her at the car. She was in her car, spoke to her. Her cousin came back. Obviously, her cousin knew who I was straight away. She was like, oh, yeah, we know him, man, Remi Ray. And then just,
you've got so many ins by that, you know.
Yeah.
All the connections, like, we know Harry, man. Harry's all right. Like,
yeah. You know what I mean? So it's like, I just said, for me, I just said, let me give you my number. You get me? And then, cause that to me, I just felt like if she was gonna be interested, then she would call. You get me?
Yeah.
And
that's risky because you could have lost
15
her.
years, 2 children down now. You get me? So like, yeah, I'm blessed. And that was without no dating app. That's face to face, see me in person, seeing her in person. So for me, the dating app thing to me, I just feel like, cause you have catfish as well.
No, but you have catfish in the rave. So, because listen, you take the girl number, you go home, and you wake up to somebody else when the wig put on the headstand and the makeup wash off. Listen, and the girdle take off and the waist trainer.
Everything just
Wait a minute, so you're a woman basher?
No, transformer.
But I'm saying
because a lot of brat man in club.
Even with the man them too, because the man them out here wearing the little
gargle. You mean the little gargle.
And when you go home, you think you have abs. All of a sudden, the 6 months belly come out.
She said 6 month belly come out.
You're terrible.
You think you're getting a 6-pack, you get a whole keg of beer.
Like me and you, we have chub rub, and like when you want to get snatched, we can get snatched too. So for the man too, I guess you're right. It can be. I wouldn't call it catfish. I wouldn't call it catfish.
But alright, so listen, the dating app. What kind of made you like say, hey, 2014, coming from Jamaica, where the man in Jamaica not using dating app.
Yeah.
They're using hi babes, yo foreigner, yo champion, yo my size, to your face. You came all the way.
Good.
You come all the way to England and your smartphone out and say, dating app me I go. Why?
You know what it was? I think when I came back to the UK, and it's a cultural difference. When I came back and I spoke to people, I was like, I was going out to clubs, I was going out to bars, whatever, and I feel like there's a difference in culture here in the way that men date here. And I find that British men...
We talk about this all the time.
Yeah, I find that British men typically, and I'm not saying there aren't any out there that do, but a lot of them don't have the confidence to come up to you in person. And it's just, I don't know, a societal change. And I asked people, I was like, well, go on. You know? And everybody was like, I was like, how do you date? How you meet people? And they're like, oh, I use this app. And the funny thing is, like, I will be in a venue, or this has happened to me before, where I've been talking to somebody on a dating app, and then I was actually in a club. They
same
saw
person
me.
there.
We've never met in person, but the person saw me, identified me, didn't say anything. The next day, they text me and said, oh, I think
That
I
is
saw you.
so lame.
And that's what I'm saying. Generally speaking, I'm seeing that like a lot of guys in the UK just when it comes on to face,
They're not confident.
It's just not happening.
They're not believing in themselves.
Yeah.
And the dreads that do approach you, Lord
and
Jesus.
it's always the one person. Let me look in the the one person in the club that you don't want to talk to you. Best believer, him I go come.
But you know what? I think that there's a lot of elements to that. Like even what you just said, the UK tend to like a lot of slimmer women. So if you've got any too much of anything in the UK, sometimes like you then go down in who is attracted to you again on a dating app.
True.
Do you see what I'm saying? Like people care about
some Yardie Ray of them.
Yeah, but in the UK, if you're dealing with British people, these are problems that occur. Like people will stop dating you because you got chub rub.
Yeah.
Chub rub.
People will stop dating you because you got chub rub, or you're too dark, or you know you're too light, or this or that.
Yeah.
People are quite shallow like that. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So on a dating app, everyone can put up their bestest picture. How many dry-haired boys you met?
Shout your question, like, yo.
It goes both ways, isn't it? Like you may meet him and he may not be what you're into as well, because he's put up his best picture.
Have you been catfish?
I have been. I wouldn't say catfish. I think
if it's a man, do you call it catfish or you call it ratfish?
I think the one I always experience is not catfish, but height fish.
Height fish.
I call it height fish. So, and man them, stop do it. Stop it.
We have a friend who do them something there.
Yeah,
that is so lame.
On the profile, a guy will say,
they always 6 something.
I'm 6'2". This happened to me once. This is a true story. Guy said he's 6'2". Even when we got on the phone, I'm like, listen, I am tall. I am 5'9". When I show up, are you going to be 6 foot something in real life, or is this just let me know now? And my man said, listen.
The Air Forces don't cut it as well because they give you a little 2 inch.
Listen, man said I'm 6'2". I'm like, all right, cool. Turned up to the train station. You know when you call, because you're calling to see, okay, where's the person?
Sorry, man, it wasn't
And I see one little youth, about 5 foot, saying hello. And you know when you register and all that, I say, I can't that youth here, you know. I want to say the man was 5 foot. I could rest my elbow on his head. So I go up to him and I'm like, are you so-and-so? Obviously, I know it's him. And then he's like, yeah. And I'm like, so how did you expect
Where the rest are you?
No, how did you expect this to play out? It's like, the height is the first thing I will see. So if you tell lie about
that, yeah.
What else you gonna tell lie about?
Maybe him still a girl.
If you just dry eye, so. So yeah, that's the number one experience I normally have is
Sheesh.
I thought that was about to blow. So I look for no one here like, yo, keep rolling.
Maybe it was on for too long. I don't know.
That was smirking. Anyway, so yeah, you got height.
So I've been height fished. I've never been catfished before.
Wait, what do they even call cat? Somebody who sets up a whole life, pretends to be X, Y, and Z, and then
you know what I mean?
Then it's somebody completely different. That has never happened to me.
But
but aren't we all someone different online anyway?
No, I'm saying you said you're White Yardie, and when I come, it's
Black Yardie.
Black Mike. It's one whole different person.
Yeah, that's different.
The height thing, I think, is if you're lying about height, then you got serious issues.
Yeah, but a lot of men do it. I want to say 90%.
So how did that pan out? Like, how did that go from the train station?
I go back on my yard. What do you mean how it pan out? Like,
I'm just curious. Because like, yo.
No, because for me...
You might turn up and he had certain other qualities that you say,
how can you get past the height now?
No, it's not even that.
The lie of the height. How can you get past that?
It's the lie of the height, because I have been in relationships with people shorter than me before. So it's not even that I'm not open to people shorter than me. It's just that...
Him lie.
Not even just a lie. This is a brazen lie.
Because it's not like he can fix it. He can't fix it. He can't become 6 months.
So do you feel like on these something? Do you feel like these dating apps are not really there for people to connect? Are they more there just for people who just up for having some fun?
No, I'll say that because I'm not here up for fun. That's not why I go to dating apps.
But if fun happen, you'll take it. What?
No, girl, mama push you out of the friend. No, but in all seriousness, you have different levels of dating apps.
Okay.
So you have like your Tinder, your Plenty of Fish, which typically people go there to hook up or whatever. But then you also have, there's one I was on called the Inner Circle, which you actually had to pay for, and you meet a higher caliber of people.
Okay, this you definitely, because there's people, I know people are not pay.
So this
one is not good, man.
Yeah, and this one actually is not a matter of you just pay and get there. You actually have to apply. So it's for professionals. So you submit. Like so you submit like your LinkedIn profile.
But I'll cut you.
Yeah.
They actually I seen an advert on TV for elder.
That's
dating
good.
Like you have to be of a certain age.
There's a Muslim one as well for Muslim hookups. Yeah. Is it called Muslim Connects? I can't remember what it's called.
Christian Mingle.
What?
Christians.
Christian Mingle. Yeah.
No,
Christian Mingle.
No, seriously.
No, me hear about Christian Mingle.
The Christian one. But he lied also. I mean, if you're on the Christian lying, it says a lot about you.
One day for a Christian, I'm going to use his name. My name Moses Star. Let me part the ocean for your girl.
No, but yeah.
Come with the Bible studies. Did you read your Psalms today?
Daily word.
Sorry to any Christians out there. But yeah, so there's... Alright. How many apps are you on?
At the moment, I'm not on any dating apps.
Wait, in a rehab now? Yeah, cold turkey.
No, but to be honest, I think these dating apps need to pay friends because we have to go through the motions of all the fallout of the bad apples within these dating apps.
Yeah, and I feel like I have met good people on dating apps, and I have met drebs, and that's the thing where I made the decision to stop using them because I feel like when I meet people in real life. Within that 2 minutes, you can kind of do the screening check. Whereas when you're on a dating app, the screening check is a longer process. You actually have to get ready and come out of your house. And actually, whereas if you meet somebody in real life, your first date, you've already decided if you like this person or not.
Okay.
When you're on a dating app, when you go on the first date, this is the screening.
So
you don't know what you're going to go there and see.
So when you're on the dating app, you're having conversations with this person, right?
Yeah.
Does it happen in the app as well?
Everything?
Yeah, so you can message people within the app, or you can choose to exchange numbers, or now a lot of... So the last app I was on was Hinge, and they kind of integrated some new features, so you could like... video chat.
Oh, that's good.
You could like call the person within the app. So it's kind of like exploring different ways for you to connect with the person. They also moved it from a swipe kind of situation to you building a profile, so you had to answer certain questions. So like a person could get like a full picture of you.
So do you feel like you get to know like getting to know the person before you actually meet them?
There's cases where I have gotten to know the person before, but for the most part, for me, I'm a vibe person.
Yeah.
You know? So until I actually physically meet you and we'll sit down and have a chat and, you know, bust two laugh or not, then until that point, I can't, no matter how good the conversation was, I just don't know.
So is there been any situations where you've had the conversations via the app, the phone, whatever, and everything running good?
Yeah.
And then you meet, and then it just raw, like, brother, like, not say the hype fish one, but other ones where you actually went into full conversations, talking about each, like what you do, what he does, life, and things like that. And then when you meet, the vibe not there.
Yes.
So how do you go? What is that? Because, you know, it could go to, you know what I mean, it's like, I'm just, from what you're saying right now, you know, like, I can see a pro pros to this, the apps
Yeah.
and dating that way, because you get to know the person before you're actually physically there with the person. So because most of we react, and most time probably 99% of the time is physical attraction
yeah,
straight
absolutely.
away. You understand? So when you get to know that person, you're getting to know things about them that can make you like them more. So is it that the physical side don't really match up to the personality?
No, so
Or the person you're having a conversation
I have
with?
two things here. So one, I had an experience where me and a person were talking for about a month or so. Everything, I honestly thought this is my soulmate.
Yeah.
What?
Right, like me I said,
Soulmate, you know?
God,
Jeez.
see it here, done it, done.
Take it.
Delete that, everything.
Everything.
And then this is the weirdest date I've ever been on in my entire life. Right? So we went out for dinner, and the guy did not say one word to me.
What?
Not.
You shouldn't
not,
can talk though.
Well, maybe.
Because you can write, you know, you can type, but you know,
Maybe. And I also had an experience where I was talking to somebody online, and then when we met, he didn't speak English. So we
that needs to be in the bio.
Yeah, I don't speak English. I'm using Google Translate. Like, no, but back to the first one. This guy, we met up. He didn't say anything. We had dinner. He paid for it. And then...
What do you... Like nothing?
Nothing. When I say nothing, I mean...
say hello, hi?
Nothing.
Wow.
So I'm thinking, but you know, free dinner, I'm not gonna... If you know what, so nothing, that's your business. I'm still gonna eat.
Free dinner?
I'm still gonna eat.
Where you go? Which part did you go?
This is like 5 years ago. Wherever it was.
Yeah.
It wasn't nothing fancy.
Not a Nando's.
It wasn't a Nando's either.
A bit more.
Yeah. But I thought, okay, maybe this guy wasn't feeling me. But then immediately we stepped out of the restaurant. I got in my cab. He messaged me, oh my God, I enjoyed today. I absolutely love hanging out with you. Can't wait to see you again.
Have you actually had a phone call with him?
Yeah.
So
we
twice.
spoke on the phone.
For a month. They must have spoken.
We talked everything. And then immediately after my man
Any
said,
video calls? Sorry.
No, not video calls.
Maybe it's not him.
Maybe he sent his brother.
Maybe he
it's true.
sent somebody else.
He could have sent somebody else.
Maybe it's a lack of confidence he has, and he couldn't make it to himself.
Or maybe he has
disappoint
multiple
you.
women and the date was at the same time.
Huh?
Yeah, maybe he had a rotation of women, so he couldn't be there, so he put a filler in. You know what I'm saying?
No,
Like,
but
it's possible.
why?
Substitution.
Yeah, but why?
Yeah, because you two were already connected. You just wanted to make sure that the other woman weren't it.
Well, whatever it was, that
That's
was the weirdest.
strange.
That
Do you
was
see what
the
I'm saying?
weirdest.
If I go on a date with somebody after talking to them for a month and we sit down together and you not talk, I get up. Because I want to know where in your mind. You could have a pre-kill me.
Yeah, but me
probably
I
say
go
watch
full
her
my belly
eat.
first.
You see
Eat
how
full,
you see
stuff
food
you.
is gonna kill black
Stuff you.
women.
Stuff
Food
you.
is gonna be the end of black women.
And you know what, too?
You're not. And what? Sorry. You after it, come on, get me just try work out this guy. I'm just trying to work this guy out and the whole thing. Like, so he messaged you after and said that was amazing.
Yeah, like,
And what did you say?
I was like, but you didn't say anything to me.
She's nice
And
as
then-
well. Like me.
No, I was just like, no, I was like, but you didn't say anything. And then like, he was kind of like, oh, I was a little bit shy. And then I was like, there's shy, and then there's
Harry's theory
This.
is starting to sound like it was
100%.
possible.
you know,
It wasn't
And then-
him.
It wasn't him.
Yeah, and then
It wasn't him.
after that, no, we kind of said, all right. I was like, you know what?
Not even bye, no say?
Let's just call
Not
it
even
this
bye?
a day. You know what? He did hug me by though.
Did him say bye?
No.
I know him.
No, like,
Listen, cause
no,
if him talk, if him
it was
talk,
weird.
listen, if him talk, you are gonna know straight away. Cause imagine you
Yeah,
talk
his
on the phone.
voice.
Yeah, you talk on the phone and you hear say, yeah, man,
Now,
Breeze.
do you think that
What him know,
the Harry
yes?
Court is correct? I think the
Trust
Harry
me.
Court sounds
It
like
could be.
it's correct.
Because what I'm doing, I end up on the phone and talk to him like, yeah, Breeze.
Wet
Breeze,
talking.
Breeze, yeah,
Trash.
Breeze. Yeah, so after the meal and rare. And then when if him did up the money
is
that
your
yeah.
voice gone like
Because
that?
no, me I try to show you, I try to show you an example.
yo.
Yeah, babes.
Yeah, but me I try to show you say,
Yeah, babe.
if he opened
going
his
down.
mouth on the date, you'd have heard, I know straight away, it's not him.
You know what? I think you win on this one. Yeah, I think you're right.
It's a possibility.
Second date.
It's a possibility.
What happened on the second date?
There was no second date with this
No,
guy.
no, the other
You
guy,
said there was
sorry.
another weird one where, so that one didn't talk. And then
Me lose my chain of thought now.
no,
What-
one
what-
didn't talk and one.
You said you had two
yeah.
funny dates, and
You
you
said
said
one
this one
never talked, but the first one you
was
never.
strange.
You said the second one as well. You said actually happened to you twice. When we said, did you connect with somebody over the phone and then had a date with them?
Oh, okay. So the first one is I connected with this person online, and then when I met with them just never talk.
Mute.
I've had.
Go on, sorry.
Well, maybe.
One volume turned off
Nothing.
and speaker box gone.
Yes, sir. Coming like he's in jail, like he can't even talk at certain time, like between 8 and 10.
You know what? I'm gonna
Maybe,
say-
sorry to cut you again. Don't forget this one again. You ever watch the movie? You ever watch a movie yeah, with them with Jim Carrey where he has words and he can only use a certain amount of words. Yes,
The
and
man run out him coat and
I
on
think
for
there was a tree, and every time you use a word, the leaves come off,
Yeah,
and he had to
man.
limit his words. Maybe that happened to
He
you.
gave up speaking for Lent, man. Something wrong with him.
Maybe he's a deer. Deer, you can't go on a date and don't talk.
No, you know what, Harry? I think you're onto something. It
No,
couldn't
but-
have been the kid.
But like,
Imagine him listening this right now and can't even say nothing.
big up yourself. Wherever you are, you're weird. Period.
Alright,
Yo, tell us about the second one.
second.
No, but I've had other instances where like I've like spoken to somebody online, and then when we meet, and this is a weird one. This is
More
like
weirder than what
That
you
no,
know.
I mean this is in terms of like energy.
Okay.
So when you meet them now, they don't have the same presence that they had online. And me, like, I'm a very confident person. When I walk into, I don't mind talking to people. I'm bubbly. So I like men who are also confident, right? So when I'm talking to people online, sometimes you think you find that match where they like seem outgoing and everything, and then when you meet them in person, they're the most timid person ever.
Yeah, that is.
And then the energy is just off,
Yeah.
you know? And this is why I say I'm a vibe person. So no matter how much we connect online, until we have that face-to-face interaction, it just not going to happen. So I've had that experience as well.
But so just nothing, no energy,
Just
limp,
like
limp biscuit.
so online, you know, like this is equivalent, you know, ladies. Every woman has met a guy who talk like me I gonna mash you up, me I gonna break your back, and then when it comes to it, nothing. It's a similar, it's a similar situation situation. Online, they have the most amazing personality. You would think they would be lighting up a room. But then when you meet them in person, them just in a one corner. Them just...
Yeah.
You have to be the one leading the conversation.
So what are some of the cons of, you know, being a black woman and using these dating apps? Because I watched I think a documentary a while back just around... They have like these algorithms that work in the background around attractiveness.
Yeah.
And as we already know, in society, for a long time, blue eyes, blonde hair is deemed as the go-to woman kind of, you know, attraction, the whole Marilyn Monroe kind of thing.
Yeah.
How is it dating as a black woman on these apps? Because also I know that there isn't a high proportion of black people on these apps. Bumble have made a concern, you know, an effort to try and increase
Bumble?
It's another app.
Yeah.
How does Bumble work again?
Yeah.
Bumble is quite different because the woman leads. So on Bumble, you'll match with somebody and then the woman has to initiate the conversation.
So it would have worked perfectly for you.
This is kind of to cut down. This is to cut down on creeps because dating apps, men just out here wilding.
Yeah.
But in terms of like dating as a black woman,
Is it tough? Is there
for
concerns?
For me, I wouldn't say it's tough. The only way I would know if there's a difference in terms of the amount of matches that I'm getting is if I sit down beside a white woman and compare.
Yeah.
Oh, you get 600 and me I get 100
Yeah.
who are gone. But I haven't noticed per se that I don't get
A lot of matches.
matches. But what I will say is that non-black people are weird when it comes on to dating apps and black women.
What do you mean?
So like now dating apps have like progressed. So on Hinge you can set your preferences. I can only match with black people or white people or whoever you're into.
Yeah.
But before you just had to go through and just kind of filter through. So I think I was on Plenty of Fish or something. One of them old one there. And I had a lot of white men messaging me some ridiculous message. One guy messaged me, "Oh, you have childbearing thighs. I can't wait to me have some baby or whatever."
What?
This is the opening message. Like the man got on his phone and decided. Yeah, that's what I mean. Like,
yeah, I can't wait for living at your world, you know.
Just some wildness. Or the white guys will say things like, "Oh, my Nubian princess, my Egyptian
But
queen."
we already
And
know
it's
that
like,
there's like a lot of erotic,
yeah, it's like they
behaviour towards black women,
fetishize you.
fetish,
Yeah, I've been on a date with a white guy and that dinner is like, "Oh, I've never had sex with a black girl before, so this would be interesting." And I say, you know, I'm just.
Did you want to fuck him?
No. I'm just eat my dinner and go home.
So it's all about the free food for curated.
You know what? There was a time back in my savage days that you know, like if I wanted, you know, back when I did broke, I never have no money. If I want a free dinner, I would just go up on a dating app, set up a dinner date, and then.
How does that make you feel though that somebody is literally the first engagement with you is like sexualizing you?
It's weird because and it's not a new experience because like, you know, black men do it too. And I mean, I spent most of my life in Jamaica, walking to school, walking to anywhere. I'm not gonna say, "Hey, babes, your pum pum fat." So, I'm sorry, is this PG or what?
No,
okay,
it's fine.
But what I'm saying is that, like, in terms of being sexualized,
so
yeah, it is. But in terms of being sexualized, that's not a new experience. You know?
Just for the record, when a Jamaican man says, "Babes, your pum pum fat," it's not an insult.
It's not an insult, but like I know something I want to hear when I go to work.
No, you don't want to hear.
You know, like,
I'm just saying when people in general, because when you use the word fat, them feel like, "Oh, you're fat shaming up."
Yeah, but also you're minding your business.
Yeah,
do you see what I'm like? She's going to work.
Jamaican
She's in a
man
shirt
very
and a
upfront.
skirt.
Exactly.
Them very upfront.
And it's
How
like,
will you know if her pum pum is fat if she's wearing a skirt?
them
can print out.
Yeah, because it's like Jamaican man have some cyclops eyes where nobody else know about, and you could have on a dressing gown and I'm gonna say them and them are gonna give the zoom into, you know, them are gonna say, "Yeah, baby, me know say your pum pum fine." And you know what? Really? How you would know that? But yeah, what I was saying is that the cyclone.
It's true. The things that you have to experience as a woman walking the street is tough.
But yeah, the experience of being sexualized by men is not new. It's the experience of being fetishized that was very weird.
Childbearing hips, curry breeze.
Yeah, that was the
as I said, that's
one.
just like a Jamaican man saying, "Yo, babes, want to come live in your hole for 9 months, you know."
I don't know what the obsession of living in people's holes are.
I don't know, but that's like there's different. Let's put
His opinion is he's
I'm gonna
fucking, by
put this
the
out
way.
there clear as well. It's not every Jamaican.
It's not.
There is a
Can we give a
stereotype,
pretend stat?
but the stereotypes are normally correct.
Can we give a pretend stat? 85% of
Yeah.
No, it's not 85%, but like if you visit Jamaica. And you walk down the street. I'm not saying the men is I wanna say 15%, but the probability of you having that experience is 95%.
But also, I think it's a part of their job because it's so
Job is-
natural.
Yo, wait, them job.
Like,
Yeah,
it's
because-
almost like there's an application to be a black Jamaican man in Jamaica. Like,
Having just step on the car and I just...
No, because
you have to approach a certain amount of women
Yes,
and
they
talk
have a
about a
quota.
home a week.
them have a quota. And
Quota.
Yes, because
Yo, dog, how
you
much
hear
you
the
You know, the
quota
tree
this-
shot and the
Yeah.
tree
and you know
shot.
what too? Is like,
And why does it always have to be pum pum related? Why can't it just be?
oh, you have
I like
nice
your
eyes.
baby hairs.
You have nice eyes. No.
It's
One to
straight
when
to
them
the
say, yo,
pum-pum.
babes, you know, long me like you.
Yeah.
I be like,
and
the
it
first
sound
time
like
you
a
see me.
threat.
And the first time
And
you
it-
see me.
And it sounds like a threat too. Like,
Straight, you know. Hey, you know, long me like.
yeah.
Some of them do different. Them like, yo, babes, come on, I'm talking.
And you're like, huh?
Like,
You need
yo, come on,
directions.
come on, close, you know.
And then when
Nah,
you
yo, me I
say when you say no
I'm
thank you,
talking.
hey girl, go
You're
suck
ugly
your mother,
anyway.
you ugly like.
Yeah.
Yeah, they need,
Mangoes.
but that's not.
Yeah, but we digress.
So, dating apps,
Yeah,
good, bad, or ugly?
all the above.
All the above.
All the above.
Okay.
I've had like a serious relationship or somewhat
I was
serious
just gonna ask that,
relationship from a dating app. One of my cousins, her husband, she actually met him on Plenty of Fish.
Oh, nice.
Actually,
She old
So-
school though, because I'm sure she's
Yeah,
over
this is-
30.
Yeah, this is back in the day, but there are success stories to dating apps.
So you said you had a relationship?
Yeah, something like that.
Because
not
my
fully
thing
fledged, but like
is
we were dating seriously.
but were you both using the app same time?
Yeah.
So you
we
still
met-
on the apps?
So no. So we met on the apps, and then we kind of after
You
like
delete
going
it
on.
after?
Yeah. So after going on a few dates, and then we decided, okay, let's do this exclusively. We're going to
And you both
exclusively
link up and
date
delete
each
it
other,
together?
and then not link up and delete it.
Does black man do anything?
Exactly, like
He's gonna
Michael
say, "I'll do
Trust
it later."
Exactly.
Let me
But,
just check nobody else's
I
DM.
know, right? But we decided like
Sneaky loggy, you know. Just a check one, go on. You get
Just
no
a messy.
argument. They're going to upload back the app.
But yeah, and that was I have had
More
positive
fishes in the sea,
relations.
sorry.
Bare fish.
So you've had a good run.
Yeah. There's
So you
know
don't
good,
know.
bad, and ugly. I think no. Because the thing is like naturally, and even in Jamaica, I enjoyed meeting people in person.
They need
So
to make an app
that's
for
me- that's
vibes.
me.
People that are on just straight vibes.
Yeah.
I think they need something. I don't
So
know
I
what
think-
that would look like. Probably a Jamaican person.
Probably
might have
like
to create it.
Instagram.
No, but like.
Can people
So
show
you,
themselves
like,
now?
something should. I don't know, energy chart or something.
No, but it's just and again, you could do everything online until you meet that person in real life. You're just not going to know.
Yeah.
So unless I don't know, then we'll show up virtually in your house or something. You
Because
still
the-
have to go through
The
that.
apps are
process.
more there for like the dating apps, I think.
It's just an introduction.
But I think a lot of people use them as well. There's different type of people. Some people use them who are working and don't have the time to go out
Professionals,
and
yeah.
date. So that's why you have the professional ones, and then you have the ones who do it because they're not confident enough to approach,
Yeah.
and the app will allow them to have that confidence to be somebody. Because some people pretend, them can talk to you like them are this and that, and then as you say, when you meet them in person, they're totally different.
That's a good point because like also I'm a corporate girl and like I work in the city. I can tell you I've probably met in a year 2 black men.
From the city, yeah.
From the city, like
Okay.
between me traveling to work or traveling home, I do not see black people.
Which areas you travel through?
So I work.
Maybe you need to like divert through Peckham and Brixton.
Yeah, but I work at bank, right? And it's one train. So I get
Okay.
on the train, boom, 2 stop, reach, and I walk to my office, and that's it.
Can I just say my friend is good stock? Like, you hear that? 2 stops from bank. That is saying something. You know what I mean? Even if she want a little sugar mama. Listen, she out here. No, but I do think that I have a lot of black women, corporate girls, own houses, whatever it may be. They're in good positions and they struggle to find good black men.
But also black men in the city, and I'm not saying 100% of them, but a big majority of black men within the city don't date black women. And that's why it's even harder for me to find black man in my corporate life.
Do you think that's because the environment that they're in?
Possibly.
They feel like that they need that to show, because I can't remember exactly where it is, and I'm not trying to like gonna quote said, yeah, me hear this, and this, but I feel like I've heard something somewhere where certain black men feel like if them date a certain type of woman, it's a level of achievement for them.
Yeah, it is, and I want to say my experiences in the UK are from what I see is that Caribbean men feel like it's an accomplishment to marry a white woman.
That's just
African
visa
men, no.
A joke. I'm joking.
Yeah, don't make me.
I'm joking.
We can rumble.
I'm joking.
But I find that more so, and I'm not saying that this don't happen in the African community, but more often than other, you know, you will see them, even if they're corporate, they will still go and marry.
You know what? 90 Day Fiance.
No, that's a whole different case. We're not talking about visa now. We're just talking about,
Yeah, put on job. Yeah, up to you.
And you know what?
Watch 90 Day Fiance and I'm seeing Michael hug up on a woman with like 20. Older than his mother.
Yeah.
You bring your wife, you bring your fiance come meet your mother and she older. What?
Oh God. 90 Day.
Yo, who told them I collect retirement the same pension the same time? Two of them I get the freedom pass for the bus at the same time and you have still have fear.
No, but yeah, Caribbean men, and this is like a spillover from how even in the Caribbean, a lot of Caribbean men either want to date light-skinned women to have a lighter baby than themselves, or a white woman. So it's not only within the UK. Caribbean men in general just have a complex where they need to get over.
You know what you're saying that stems to something different. I'm talking about this already. Is a you have to blame the mothers for that as well.
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because
to
the mothers always tell them, make sure you date a girl with pretty hair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah,
so you
that's
understand?
true. That's true.
So sometimes them think they will play, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, so.
But
you know
also
what I mean?
as well, I don't think that we can let big man off the hook. Like, don't you date somebody because... Do you see what I'm saying? You can't just say because your mum said date somebody with pretty hair or nice eyes or whatever, or because she's light or dark. Is that really how you decide your future?
A lot of people do, and that
is mad.
It is mad, but at the end of the day, and it starts young. As a teenage boy, when you bring home your dark-skinned girlfriend, if your mom say, "Well, yeah, care,"
Yeah.
it's like you're in my house for whatever.
Yeah,
then
my granny definitely was like that.
When you're at an impressionable age, that kind of resonates with you. So when you start looking for a partner now, before you even decide if you like the girl or not, and this is not about who you're attracted to, it's who you bring home. So a lot of
we talk
black
about
men,
this a lot as well. Like,
Yeah.
what will your family say depending on like the status of the person that you date as well? Because you talk about that pressure a lot with me.
Even my family are kind of like that, and this is this is another experience with dating in Jamaica versus dating in the UK. When I dated in Jamaica, you date within your circle, within your social circle. So before, based on how you talk, based on how you dress, based on our location, I can tell, I have some context as to your upbringing, your place in society,
who you're connected
to, whether you're educated or not. So I can make a lot of decisions quicker. In the UK, it's very hard
it's vast,
to make these kind of decisions based on... So there's also no context within the UK.
And anyone can be whoever they want to be.
Yeah. So that's something else in and of itself. But yeah, which makes dating apps even more complex, because when you try to start weeding out people, it's just, you just have to show up and see.
So you done with dating apps?
I'm done with dating apps. If you
that
want
because-
to
December
Is that
2020.
because somebody's in your life now?
There's nobody in my... Oh, Jesus. When will we air this? But I am single. I feel like I'm at a place. If you want to meet me, drop on my balcony.
What?
God, I forgot just
Is
send
that a new
somebody,
app, drop on the balcony app?
No, but I feel like from now on, I'll just rather, whoever I'm supposed to meet, I will meet them in real life, and that's it. Like, I'm a done search. Like,
She'll be back on the apps in 2021.
no, I'm done.
Any more questions? Do you feel like you got what you needed out of
Yeah, you
this?
know what I mean? Like, yeah.
Do you think you'll try dating out?
No, I'm happy in a relationship. I'm fully in a relationship.
But
Happy, engaged. I am not looking anywhere else. I have tunnel vision for my woman.
No, can I say though,
You
a
know
lot
what
of people
You know
use
what to say,
dating
get my
apps
little
to
boy
find
out.
third parties.
No, we don't need no third party.
I'm just
And
saying.
insurance.
What is the app called?
No, the same
Asking
thing.
for a
Third
friend.
wheel.
No, the same Tinder.
The spear one.
The spare wheel.
Yeah. We're good, man. I don't think I ever would use an app. I don't like that.
Do you know though, if we, God forbid, but if anything ever happened to like our relationships, we would so struggle to like operate in that
So you
space
would
now.
use the app?
No,
You'd
I've
have
never
to.
used that app. I've never dated
I
through an app,
wouldn't.
but I'm just saying like it would be tough for us because, especially with the lockdown, more people are on dating apps than you think. Your friends are probably on dating apps and you don't even know about it.
I thought I look for them something.
You don't even, they probably have your picture.
Hey.
They probably have your picture on there and just checking women. You don't even know. Can you
I think
imagine?
a joke. No.
If anybody sees White Yardie's face on one of these apps,
It's not him.
Not me.
screenshot it to me and let me post it on my Insta.
That's why his partner wants you to believe that
And
it's
it's
not him.
not me. Trust me, it's
It
not
is him.
me. You go there and you really are gonna meet Mike.
4'2".
Yeah.
It's a whole catfish.
Yeah, full. The biggest catfish out here.
Do you have any takeaways from us? One takeaway from you of this conversation, one takeaway from you. What have you learned?
It's not even a takeaway. This is advice. People, man them. As a matter of fact, not even people.
Stop
man
talking
them.
about people's pum pum.
Yeah. Thank
First
you.
one.
Thank you.
Man them. Build up your confidence, man.
Yeah, agreed.
Build up your confidence and approach women the right way. Say hello, good day. How are you today?
Don't say the right way
You know what I
because
mean?
it doesn't mean because you're on a dating app it's wrong.
No, I'm
Yeah.
not saying that data, but I'm just saying based on like some man have no approach to a woman. You
Yeah.
understand what I mean? And I also want to say, ladies, please be very accepting of a man's approach. Don't come off like straight away you feel like a man approach you for the wrong means. Because some woman, as soon as you say hello, sorry, I'm not interested. Look, you drop it all in your bag this or that. You don't know. A hello don't mean a man wants anything
Yeah, but a
precisely
lot
from
of
you.
the time
I
it
know,
is the
but
man
sometimes
bothering
See the
you.
demeanor because from your console, we know. We don't look at lead
But
up
listen,
pose.
there's nothing wrong.
The man bag is a clear sign.
We don't want to hear nothing.
But sometimes if a man just say like, hello darling, just say hi and how are you? You alright? Yeah, I'm fine, I'm rushing for work and keep it moving. See you next time.
Yeah.
You not ignore because I know a lot of men find that very rude and that's why. Because sometimes it's just genuinely like saying hi, hello.
This is a conversation for next day, but a lot of this is out of safety.
Yes.
You know how much time women get stabbed, shot, cuss off
Listen, I've
because
been
they were
followed
trying
into
to stop
shops.
and be
Followed to cash
nice to
machines.
somebody.
Yeah, you have to be
I
so
know. So
careful.
that's another
And also, you
issue.
need to read the room. Does that woman look like she wants to talk to you? Also, like it's a two-way thing. Even if the man
Exactly.
wants to approach, the woman has to want to engage.
Well, it was
Yeah.
actually
And a lot of time, men don't even. There's no radar for
There's
if
none.
the woman wants to chat to you or not.
couple years ago, there's something came out about in the papers, in the news about the builders when they used
Yeah,
to when
whistling.
yeah, and I think
women.
they got in trouble for that now. And
yeah, so it's illegal
it's a harassment.
now.
They need to
Yeah.
do one
Yeah.
for the Jamaican community.
Oh, that boy, I mean, I
Oh,
saw
the
them
food
on a
shop.
monitor.
Oh Lord. They're
What's
not-
your takeaway? Or what advice would you give to somebody considering it?
I would say try it.
Yeah.
Make him pay for the meal.
Try it. Get your dinner. Get a husband. Get a little nightly
But what if they're
fix.
only offering a
What- what-
coffee? What if they're only offering a coffee?
No, what you determine
Depends
what you
on
want.
where Starbucks are, like, levels.
Yeah.
I would say, you know what, try it, but set up your boundaries. Have your boundaries
Yeah.
and know what you will tolerate and what you want.
Uh,
But try it.
My takeaway is that I think that, if you're single and you really want to meet people, probably pay for a better connection. If a lot
Yeah.
of these free apps are saying it's just about hookups, but there's a better success rate on one that you pay.
Yeah.
Sometimes you got to invest a little bit of money to, maybe meet better
But
candidates.
I'll tell you this, if you're trying to meet black man, don't bother waste your money because ain't none of them paying.
Oh,
I'll tell you
child.
that from experience.
Anyway.
Ain't none of them paying for
And
that.
on that note, thank you for tuning in for another episode of Breadback Podcast. I'm Remi Ray.
I'm White Yardie.
Peace.
Yeah.
Thank you guys. Listen, I'm glad you did. You